From the first meeting we had of that committee, I made it clear to that committee that B.N.T.U was not in agreement with changing anything that was there. However, we know that there are schools that were not on the list, and we were in agreement with putting those schools on the list. So from the very first meeting, the committee knew our position. As a matter of fact, there was a meeting of the joint staff on the 26th of April. And if you heard Mrs. Ramirez Smith read a resolution, as a resolution which I crafted at that meeting, because we were discussing the matter of some managements whose schools under those managements take every Friday afternoon off. And at that meeting, we said to them again that we were not willing to give up that time, and we were not accepting any changes until certain things were put in place. So for the ministry to now say that we never indicated that to them, you talk about who is telling the truth and who is lying. And Mrs. Celia said that she feels as though we are telling lies, not in so much words. They are the ones lying. And I can state that categorically that they are the ones lying. There was a meeting with managers on September 4th that they spoke about. We were at that meeting, and we were addressing with management some of the issues that we are getting from our teachers so that they can address those matters. To my surprise, Mrs. Smith on the agenda had the matter of hardship areas and time off. We were taken by surprise. She gave a copy of that list to all the managers present at that meeting. I was sitting in the front row. There were two managers, one seat away from me, and I was not given a copy of that list. I questioned in the meeting, Miss, this list was not finalized? And she said, yes, it was. I said, no, ma'am, it was not finalized. We were to meet and we were to finalize. And I explained how that process should have gone. Her response to me was in front of the managers, and if they want to be honest, they can do so. Well, Miss Elena, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, ministry makes the final decision. So, why put a committee together to review these things if you will come back and say to us that you have the final decision? You are playing games with us. You are trying to use us for fools, and we are no fools. So we maintain that the process was not completed, and it must be completed. Now today they sent us a letter, and I will just share a portion of that with you. And it's dated September 28th. If you want to see that letter, it came in this morning, as I said, along with the list that was sent to school. They sent that to us this morning. Right? That's the official list. It says, attached to this correspondence, I'm not going to read all of it. Attached to this correspondence is the list of schools as published by the ministry to managing authorities, inviting us now to submit our concerns in terms of this list. And it says here, note that this invitation for input and specific feedback is also being extended to general managers of pre and primary schools. Submissions should be received on or before October 15th, and it must be sent to Ms. Cecilia Smith, who is the deputy chief. The submissions of B.N.T.U and the managers will be reviewed by the ministry, and thereafter the list of hardship schools and schools granted time off for pay will be finalized and recirculated. The ministry understands that the short notice regarding the recategorization of schools and changes to approved time off for pay could have caused challenges to some teachers